There is a fire within you that cannot be dimmed by failure, doubt, or delay. Every setback you endured, every moment you were overlooked, was shaping a strength the world has yet to witness. 2026 is not just another year, it is the stage for your transformation. Rise from the shadows of yesterday with courage carved into your bones and purpose burning in your chest. Let your actions speak louder than excuses, your resilience outshine despair, and your vision pierce through limits. This is the moment to reclaim yourself, to rebuild, and to return in a way that leaves nothing recognizable but your power. Transforming setbacks into unstoppable strength begins with a shift in perspective. Life will inevitably challenge you, and obstacles are not indicators of failure, but of growth waiting to be realized. Every disappointment, every closed door, and every moment when the world seemed to resist you carries the seeds of resilience. Setbacks are mirrors, reflecting not your weakness but areas where strength, patience, and perseverance can be cultivated. The first step in transformation is to stop seeing obstacles as endpoints and start seeing them as the raw material for a comeback that is not just possible, but inevitable. Strength grows in response to adversity. When you face difficulty, your character is tested. Will you crumble under pressure or rise and learn? Each setback is an invitation to build endurance, to expand your capacity to endure, and to deepen your understanding of your own potential. The moments that feel like defeat are, in truth, opportunities to rehearse courage, to practice discipline, and to refine the skills necessary to surpass previous limits. Strength is forged in these moments when the easy path is denied and the hard path demands persistence. Resilience is the bridge between setbacks and success. It is the ability to absorb the shock of failure and return with intention. Without resilience, setbacks can become chains that bind you to regret, doubt, or self-pity. With resilience, every stumble becomes a lesson, every rejection a redirection, and every obstacle a stepping stone toward mastery. Cultivating resilience means embracing discomfort, facing fear, and refusing to let external circumstances dictate your internal state. It means standing firm when everything around you seems to collapse, trusting that your effort and vision are stronger than temporary defeat. Transforming setbacks also requires self-awareness. You must honestly assess what went wrong, not to blame yourself, but to learn and adapt. Understanding your missteps, your patterns, and your vulnerabilities empowers you to make better choices in the future. Reflection turns pain into knowledge and frustration into strategy. Each setback carries insights that are invisible to the unobservant, and the ability to extract those lessons is what separates temporary failure from transformative growth. Strength emerges not only from surviving hardship, but from understanding it and using it as fuel. Action is the vehicle of transformation. Awareness and resilience alone are insufficient if they are not paired with decisive movement. After a setback, the instinct is often to hesitate, retreat, or wait for circumstances to change. True strength lies in intentional action despite uncertainty. Each step forward, no matter how small, chips away at the power of the setback. Momentum grows with every effort, and even the smallest victory restores confidence and reinforces the belief that you can overcome. Action demonstrates to yourself, more than anyone else, that you are capable of transformation. Mindset plays a crucial role in converting obstacles into strength. Viewing setbacks as temporary, external events rather than reflections of your worth or potential allows you to maintain forward motion. Optimism is not naive hope. It is deliberate choice to focus energy on solutions, growth, and opportunity rather than dwelling in defeat. Strength is reinforced by perspective. When you believe in your ability to rise, each setback becomes a proving ground rather than a tombstone for your ambitions. Support systems amplify your strength. While resilience is an internal quality, surrounding yourself with people who encourage, challenge, and guide you creates an environment where transformation is more accessible. Mentors, peers, and allies offer perspective, accountability, and energy that sustain effort when your own resolve wavers. Collective strength does not diminish personal responsibility. It enhances your capacity to endure, adapt, and thrive. Transforming setbacks into unstoppable strength is a process of continuous refinement. Each challenge met, each failure faced, each lesson learned compounds into a version of yourself that is more capable, confident, and prepared for the future. Strength becomes cumulative, resilience becomes habitual, and setbacks transform from obstacles into the scaffolding of a triumphant comeback. Reclaiming your power through resilience is not a simple act. It is a deliberate choice to rise after every fall, to stand firm when the world attempts to push you down, and to transform challenges into catalysts for growth. Resilience is not innate. It is cultivated through experience, awareness, and conscious effort. Life tests everyone, and while some are overwhelmed by difficulty, those who cultivate resilience turn adversity into strength. Reclaiming your power begins with understanding that external circumstances do not define you, but your response to them does. Each setback, disappointment, and obstacle is an opportunity to practice fortitude and self mastery. Resilience starts with self belief. You must trust that no matter what has happened, no matter how many times you have been knocked down, you have the inner resources to recover, adapt, and thrive. Self-belief fuels the courage to confront challenges rather than avoid them, to face discomfort rather than flee from it. It anchors your sense of identity so that temporary failures do not shake your confidence or obscure your vision. Without belief in your own strength, resilience cannot take root because it requires a foundation of trust in your ability to endure and overcome. Emotional regulation is an essential component of reclaiming power through resilience. Life often delivers situations that provoke fear, anger, frustration, or despair. How you manage these emotions determines whether they empower or incapacitate you. Resilient individuals acknowledge their feelings without becoming controlled by them. They process experiences, learn from them, and convert emotional energy into productive action rather than reactive behavior. Mastery of emotional responses transforms vulnerability into strength and turns adversity into a teacher rather than a barrier. Perspective shapes resilience. Those who reclaim power understand that setbacks are temporary and situational, not permanent reflections of worth or ability. A failure does not define identity, it signals opportunity for recalibration and growth. By reframing obstacles as lessons rather than punishments, you shift from a mindset of victimhood to one of agency. Perspective allows you to observe challenges objectively, extracting insight and strategy from difficulty instead of succumbing to despair or resentment. This shift is crucial in reclaiming power because strength is reinforced by clarity, not confusion. Resilience also requires action. Endurance alone is insufficient without deliberate movement toward goals. Reclaiming power involves making conscious choices, taking incremental steps, and maintaining momentum even when conditions are unfavorable. Each action taken despite adversity reinforces confidence and signals to yourself and the world that you are not defined by setbacks, but by your determination to continue. Action is the tangible expression of resilience, translating inner strength into visible progress. Support systems enhance resilience by providing perspective, encouragement, and accountability. While resilience is ultimately cultivated internally, external relationships amplify your capacity to recover and thrive. Mentors, allies, and communities provide guidance, validation, and inspiration, helping you navigate challenges with insight rather than isolation. Reclaiming power is strengthened when you allow others to contribute to your growth without surrendering autonomy. Consistency in applying resilience is critical. It is not enough to rebound once. True power is reclaimed through repeated practice. Every obstacle faced and every recovery achieved compounds into an unshakable foundation of confidence, endurance, and self assurance. Patterns of perseverance create habits of strength, reinforcing the belief that challenges are temporary and that your capacity to overcome them is permanent. Reclaiming your power through resilience transforms identity. It allows you to step into each new challenge with courage, clarity, and confidence. You no longer fear failure because failure no longer dictates your worth. Each setback becomes a stepping stone, each challenge an opportunity, and each moment of endurance a testament to your capacity to rise. Resilience is the vessel through which strength, courage, and self mastery converge, enabling you to reclaim authority over your life, direct your energy with purpose, and emerge stronger, wiser, and fully in command of your destiny. Rising with purpose and unshakable confidence begins with the understanding that your life's direction is determined not by circumstances, but by the clarity of your intentions. Purpose acts as a compass, guiding decisions, shaping priorities, and providing the energy needed to persist when challenges arise. Without purpose, even the most capable person drifts aimlessly, reacting to external events instead of proactively designing their future. Rising with purpose requires identifying what truly matters, distinguishing between what is urgent and what is important, and committing fully to the path that aligns with your highest vision. Purpose alone, however, is not enough without the confidence to act. Confidence is not arrogance or the absence of fear. It is the unwavering belief in your ability to navigate life's uncertainties and challenges. Unshakable confidence is forged through experience, practice, and self-trust. Each time you act in alignment with your purpose, you reinforce this trust, creating a feedback loop that strengthens both determination and resilience. Confidence allows you to make decisions decisively, speak with authority, and pursue goals with persistence, even in the face of doubt or opposition. Rising with purpose demands clarity of vision. When your objectives are well defined, choices become easier, and actions become deliberate rather than scattered. Clarity reduces hesitation, prevents distraction, and ensures that energy is invested where it yields the highest return. It transforms overwhelming ambitions into actionable steps, providing a roadmap that maintains forward momentum even when obstacles arise. Vision without confidence is wishful thinking. Confidence without purpose is aimless. Together, they form the foundation of unstoppable progress. Action is the vehicle through which purpose and confidence manifest into results. Rising requires movement, consistent, intentional, and aligned action that transforms potential into tangible outcomes. Each step forward, no matter how small, reinforces self-belief, demonstrates commitment to your vision, and compounds into momentum that propels you towards success. Action transforms abstract goals into measurable progress and signals to yourself and others that your intentions are not merely ideas, but lived reality. Challenges will inevitably arise, and rising with purpose demands resilience. Obstacles test not only skill, but commitment and mindset. Each setback offers a lesson, each failure an opportunity to recalibrate and improve. Confidence stabilizes you, ensuring that temporary difficulties do not undermine your resolve. Purpose acts as an anchor, reminding you why effort matters, while resilience ensures that you continue moving forward despite uncertainty or opposition. The combination of purpose, confidence, and resilience creates a momentum that becomes increasingly difficult to stop. Self-discipline underpins both purpose and confidence. Rising with unshakable determination requires consistent effort, even when motivation wanes. Discipline ensures that actions are taken daily, priorities are honored, and distractions are minimized. It strengthens the connection between intention and execution, transforming ambition into measurable achievement. Without discipline, even the clearest vision and strongest confidence can falter under pressure, but when aligned, discipline guarantees forward movement and reinforces the belief that you are capable of attaining what you set out to achieve. Rising with purpose and confidence also involves awareness of influence and environment. Surrounding yourself with people, experiences, and inputs that support your vision amplifies growth. Exposure to negativity, doubt, or distraction saps energy and erodes confidence. Intentional alignment with constructive influences fosters an environment where focus, motivation, and self-assurance flourish. Energy becomes concentrated on progress, strengthening momentum and enabling greater impact. When purpose is clear, confidence is unwavering, and action is consistent, the individual rises with authority and presence. Challenges are faced with courage, decisions are made decisively, and progress is inevitable. Rising with purpose and unshakable confidence transforms potential into achievement, ambition into reality, and vision into a tangible, unstoppable force that shapes your destiny and commands the respect of the world around you. Letting action define your new identity is the key to transforming intention into reality. Identity is not built through words, wishes, or aspirations alone. It is forged through consistent behavior, deliberate choices, and the habits that shape your daily life. Too often, people claim who they want to be without demonstrating it in practice, leaving their vision trapped in thought rather than manifesting in results. Action bridges the gap between who you are today and who you aim to become. Each choice you make, every step you take, and each task you complete imprints on your identity, gradually reshaping it from the inside out. Identity is a reflection of repeated behavior. When your actions align with your values, goals, and vision, they reinforce your sense of self. Conversely, when your actions contradict your intentions, internal conflict and stagnation arise. Letting action define identity requires honesty about current behaviors and a willingness to change patterns that no longer serve your growth. Small, consistent actions compound over time, embedding new habits that reflect the person you aspire to be. Identity evolves not from what you claim, but from what you do consistently when no one is watching. Courage is central to letting action shape identity. It requires stepping beyond comfort zones, confronting fear, and embracing uncertainty. The person you want to become often requires skills, discipline, and resilience that do not yet feel natural. Taking action in alignment with your vision, even when it feels uncomfortable, signals to yourself and the world that you are committed to transformation. Courageous action builds confidence, reinforces capability, and provides proof that growth is possible, gradually shaping your internal narrative into one of competence and strength. Discipline sustains the process of transformation. Motivation fluctuates, but consistent action maintains progress. To let action define identity, you must create structures, routines, and systems that guide behavior toward your desired self. Daily choices, repeated over time, solidify habits, strengthen discipline, and embed new patterns of thinking and behavior. Discipline ensures that action becomes habitual rather than sporadic, anchoring identity in tangible results rather than fleeting inspiration. Reflection is also vital in this process. Observing the outcomes of your actions allows you to refine, adjust, and redirect your efforts. Every action carries feedback, and by assessing impact, you gain clarity about whether your behaviors are truly aligned with your desired identity. Reflection transforms action from mechanical effort into intentional growth, ensuring that every step contributes meaningfully to who you are becoming. Awareness keeps progress deliberate rather than accidental. Action communicates identity externally as well as internally. The world responds to what you do more than what you say. When behavior consistently reflects your intentions, others perceive you as competent, capable, and reliable. Reputation follows action, creating opportunities and reinforcing your sense of self. By embodying the qualities you aspire to, your identity becomes undeniable and magnetic, attracting alignment and recognition without the need for explanation or validation. Resilience is developed through action. Taking steps forward inevitably involves setbacks, mistakes, and challenges. Each time you act despite fear, doubt, or adversity, you strengthen perseverance and reinforce the belief that you are capable of navigating difficulty. Identity built through action is resilient because it is rooted in experience, not in abstract ideals or external approval. Resilience ensures that challenges do not derail transformation, but become part of the process of solidifying a stronger, more capable self. Letting action define your identity transforms potential into reality. The person you envision is not a distant dream, but a direct result of deliberate, repeated choices. Each action, no matter how small, signals commitment, reinforces values, and reshapes your internal and external perception. Identity is no longer a label you claim. It becomes a living embodiment of your consistent behavior, your courage, and your discipline, reflecting the true essence of the person you are becoming and the life you are intentionally creating. Returning stronger, wiser, and unrecognizable begins with a commitment to transformation that goes beyond superficial change. True comebacks are not about proving others wrong or seeking validation. They are about reclaiming your power and stepping fully into the version of yourself you were always meant to become. Every trial you have faced, every moment of doubt, every failure endured has been preparing you for this precise moment. To return unrecognizable is to embrace growth so profound that the person who once existed no longer defines your trajectory. Strength is the first pillar of transformation. The setbacks you endured may have left scars, but those scars are evidence of endurance, lessons learned, and resilience forged under pressure. Strength emerges not only from surviving hardship, but from consciously deciding to rise again and again despite obstacles. Each challenge you face teaches you limits that can be expanded, fears that can be confronted, and weaknesses that can be converted into power. Returning stronger means internalizing these lessons, integrating them into your identity, and allowing them to shape action with precision and confidence. Wisdom accompanies strength, for experience is the teacher that transforms pain into insight. Returning unrecognizable does not mean repeating the same mistakes. It means applying knowledge gained from the past to navigate the future with clarity. Wisdom guides choices, directs energy, and refines strategy. It teaches you to recognize which battles are worth fighting, which relationships merit investment, and which pursuits align with your long-term vision. Without wisdom, strength alone can be reckless. Combined, they create an unstoppable force capable of achieving extraordinary outcomes. Transformation requires intentional reinvention. The world will attempt to see you as you were, to fit you into old boxes of expectation. Returning unrecognizable is a deliberate act of redefining identity and perception. You cultivate habits, routines, and mindsets that align with your highest potential. You shed limiting beliefs and embrace new ways of thinking, speaking, and acting. Reinvention is both internal and external. It is the harmony between evolving character and tangible results that leave observers in awe and admiration. Discipline fuels the comeback. Motivation fluctuates, but consistency ensures progress. Every day is an opportunity to act with purpose, to strengthen your skills, to refine your vision, and to embody the standards of the person you are becoming. Discipline transforms intention into tangible results and ensures that growth is not accidental but inevitable. Each small, deliberate action compounds over time, creating momentum that propels you toward your unrecognizable self with clarity and force. Emotional resilience is essential in this transformation. The journey to returning stronger will inevitably encounter doubt, criticism, and resistance, from both within and without. Emotional mastery allows you to remain focused, grounded, and unwavering in the face of adversity. You respond with composure instead of reaction, with strategy instead of impulsivity. Emotional resilience ensures that challenges strengthen rather than derail your progress, and that your energy remains aligned with purpose rather than dissipated by distraction or frustration. Vision is the compass of transformation. To return unrecognizable, you must see clearly not only who you are leaving behind, but who you are becoming. Vision provides clarity for daily decisions, shapes priorities, and directs energy toward what truly matters. It inspires persistence when progress feels slow and reinforces the belief that the journey is meaningful. Vision transforms hope into action, guiding you to execute each step with intention, patience, and precision. Returning stronger, wiser, and unrecognizable is the culmination of growth, discipline, and purpose in action. It requires dedication to self-improvement, courage to face challenges, and clarity of vision to move beyond past limitations. Each setback, failure, and difficulty becomes a foundation for transformation. The result is a version of yourself that commands respect, exudes confidence, and embodies the power, wisdom, and resilience necessary to thrive at a level previously unimaginable.